My child, stop for a moment. Yes, you. Don't scroll away. Don't let this pass you by like everything else as today. I need you to listen, because this moment is not Eseladuce Aikaki en or Este Yuri. This is me reaching you right where you are. And if you stay with me for just a little while, what I am about to speak into your heart could change everything. I see how fast your mind has been running. I see how your heart has been carrying more than it was meant to hold. You've been searching for answers, for peace, for something that finally makes sense. And yet, everything around you has only grown louder, more confusing, more overwhelming. But right now I am asking you to be still. Not later. Not when it's convenient. Now. Because I have something to say to you that you cannot afford to miss. There have been moments when you felt like giving up, moments when you questioned if anyone truly hears you. You've wondered if your prayers have just disappeared into silence. But I tell you this with love and certainty. You are not unheard. You are not unseen. And you are not alone in this very second. I am here. And I have been waiting for you to slow down long enough to hear me. This is why you feel that pull right now. This is why something inside you told you to stop and listen instead of moving on. That was not random. That was my voice gently calling you back, drawing your attention, reminding you that I am still speaking, even when the world feels silent. So stay with me. Let this moment settle into your spirit. Let my words reach the places in your heart that no one else can touch. And if you feel something stirring inside you right now, peace, curiosity, even emotion, I want you to respond. Don't ignore it. This is how you begin to reconnect with me. So take a second to like this message, to comment "I'm listening," and to share it with 3 people who may also need to hear my voice today. Let them know I am calling them too. And if you haven't already, subscribe and stay close to these moments, because I will continue to meet you here. You are not here by accident, my child. You are here because I wanted your attention not to overwhelm you, but to restore you. So breathe, quiet the noise, and open your heart. Because what I am about to tell you next, it would mean everything if you truly hear it. My child, I know what you have been carrying. You may not have spoken it out loud to anyone, but I have heard every silent cry that formed in your heart. I have seen the weight behind your smile, the exhaustion you tried to hide, and the moments when you felt like you had to hold everything together while falling apart inside. You have been strong for so long. Strong for others. Strong through situations that drained you. Strong even when you didn't feel strong at all. And yet, there were nights when the quiet became too loud, when your thoughts wouldn't rest, and when your heart whispered questions you didn't know how to answer. I was there in every one of those moments. I saw the tears you wiped away before anyone noticed. I heard the prayers you struggled to finish. I felt the heaviness in your spirit when you wondered if things would ever change. And even when you thought no one understood what you were going through, I understood completely. My child, you are not overlooked. You are not forgotten. You are not just another face in the crowd. You are mine. I know the confusion you've been facing, the decisions that feel too big, the uncertainty that makes you hesitate, the fear that tries to convince you that you are alone in this journey. But listen to me carefully. You have never taken a single step without me being right there beside you. Even in the moments when you felt distant from me, I was still close. Even when you thought I was silent, I was still working. Even when you felt weak, I was still holding you together. You may not understand everything that has happened, and you may still be waiting for answers. But I need you to know this truth deep within your heart. Nothing you have faced has gone unnoticed by me. Every struggle has meaning. Every delay has purpose. Every tear has been seen and valued. I know there were times when you questioned your worth, when you compared yourself to others, when you felt like you were not enough. But those thoughts were never from me. I have always seen you as worthy, chosen, and deeply loved. You don't have to earn my attention. You already have it. And I know you've been tired, not just physically, but deep in your soul. Tired of waiting. Tired of wondering. Tired of trying to figure everything out on your own. But my child, you were never meant to carry all of this by yourself. That is why I am speaking to you now. Not to remind you of your burdens, but to lift them. Not to point out your weakness, but to show you my strength within you. So let your guard down for a moment. You don't have to pretend with me. You don't have to have all the answers. Just be here with me exactly as you are. Because I see you fully, completely, and lovingly. And I am not turning away from you. My child, listen closely now, because this is where your understanding begins to shift. You have been waiting for a loud sign, a dramatic moment, something undeniable that would prove I am speaking to you. But my voice has never been in the chaos you were expecting. I do not compete with noise. I do not force my way into your life. I speak in ways that bring peace, clarity, and quiet assurance. And that is why you have missed me at times. Not because I was absent, but because your surroundings were too loud, and your heart was too overwhelmed to recognize me. I have been speaking to you in the stillness you keep avoiding, in the gentle thoughts that guide you away from harm, in the small nudges that tell you, wait, not this way. That calm feeling you couldn't explain, that was me. That hesitation that protected you, that was me. That unexpected peace in the middle of your storm, that was my voice reaching you. But you thought my silence meant distance. You believed that because you did hear thunder, I must not be speaking at all. My child, I have never stopped speaking to you, not for a single moment. Even when you were distracted, I was calling you back. Even when you were afraid, I was whispering reassurance. Even when you were unsure, I was laying direction before you. You see, my voice will never confuse you. It will never rush you into fear or pressure. When I speak, there is a knowing, a calm certainty that settles deep within your spirit. The world may be loud, but my voice will always be steady. So the truth you must hold on to is this: you are not disconnected from me. You have only been listening through too much noise. And now I am drawing you back. I am teaching you how to hear me again, not with your ears, but with your heart. Not through pressure, but through peace. You don't need to chase my voice. I am already speaking. You simply need to slow down enough to receive it. And even right now, as you are listening to these words, something inside you is becoming still. That is not SLU Chedadikakien or Este Yuri. That is my presence meeting you, opening your heart, reminding you that I have always been closer than you realized. So do not believe the lie that I am far away. Do not believe the lie that I have been silent. I am here. I am speaking. And I am guiding you, even now. My child, as my truth settles into your heart, I am stirring something deeper within you, a desire not only to receive, but to help others hear me too. You see, every word you are hearing right now is like a seed being planted, not just in your life, but in the lives of countless others who are still searching for my voice in their darkness. I have said, give, and it will be given to you. And this is not just a verse. It is my living promise flowing through you even now. When you choose to give, you are not losing. You are opening the windows of heaven, allowing my light to reach places you may never see, but I see every soul it touches. I am inviting you in this moment. Be part of this harvest. When you release your support through Super Thanks or through the PayPal link in the description, you are becoming a vessel of my voice. Even the QR code placed before you is not just a symbol. It is an open door for obedience, a moment where your action aligns with my purpose. Let this not be just a passing feeling. Let it become a response. As you give, you are watering seeds of hope, igniting light in hearts that feel forgotten, and carrying my presence into lives that are crying out for me. And I see every act. I bless every giver. I multiply every seed you sow into my kingdom. So step into this moment, my child. Do not hesitate. Do not delay what I am placing on your heart. Give and become part of the miracle I am unfolding. My child, now that you are beginning to hear me more clearly, I need to lovingly show you something that has been holding you back. This is not to shame you, not to make you feel guilty, but to free you. Because I correct you out of love, not condemnation. You have been listening to voices that were never meant to guide you. You have allowed fear to speak louder than my promises. You have given doubt a seat in your mind, letting it question what I have already spoken over your life. You have listened to opinions, pressures, and expectations that have slowly pulled your attention away from me. And without even realizing it, you began to trust those voices more than mine. But my child, those voices do not know your future. They did not create you. They do not carry the plans I have written for your life. Yet you have been tuning into them daily. You have let anxiety rush you into decisions I never asked you to make. You have let insecurity tell you that you are not enough. You have let past pain convince you that things will never change. And in doing so, your heart became crowded, making it harder for you to recognize my voice. I say this with gentleness, but also with truth. You cannot clearly hear me if you are constantly agreeing with what I never said. I have not spoken fear over you. I have not called you unworthy. I have not told you that you are stuck or forgotten. So why have you believed those things? My child, it is time to quiet those voices, not by fighting them with your own strength, but by returning your focus to me. You don't need to chase clarity in 100 different places. You don't need to carry every opinion or fear that comes your way. Come back to my voice. When you feel rushed, pause and ask, is this how my Father speaks to me? When you feel fear rising, remind yourself, this is not from Him. When confusion surrounds you, step away from the noise and sit with me again. I am not asking you to be perfect. I am asking you to be aware, because what you listen to will shape what you believe, and what you believe will guide your steps. And I want your steps to be guided by truth, not fear. So gently, day by day, begin to release what is not from me. You don't have to do it all at once. Just start choosing my voice over the others. Start choosing peace over pressure. Start choosing trust over fear. I'm not far from you, waiting for you to get everything right. I'm right here helping you realign, helping you refocus, helping you return. And every time you choose to listen to me again, even in the smallest way, you are stepping closer to the life I have prepared for you. So come back, my child, not with guilt but with willingness, because I am ready to guide you, clearly, gently, and faithfully, if you are willing to listen. My child, I feel the weight you have been carrying, and I want you to know something that will steady your heart right now. You are not as weak as you think you are. Even in the moments when you felt like breaking, you did not break. Even when you thought you couldn't take another step, you kept moving forward. That strength you see as small, I see as evidence that I have been sustaining you all along. You have been walking through seasons that tested your patience, your faith, and your identity. There were times you questioned yourself, times you doubted whether you would ever feel whole again. But look at you, you are still here, still breathing, still seeking, still listening. That is not sluchaikakien or estayuri. That is my strength alive within you. I never expected you to carry everything on your own. That is why I have been beside you, even when you didn't realize it. In every moment you felt like giving up, I was quietly holding you together. In every situation that should have overwhelmed you completely, I made a way for you to endure it. So do not call yourself weak, my child. You are growing. You are being strengthened in ways you cannot yet fully see. Just because your progress feels slow does not mean it is not real. Just because you still have questions does not mean you are lost. I am working in you, even when it feels invisible. I know there are days when your energy feels drained, when your heart feels tired of hoping, when your mind keeps replaying worries you wish would disappear. But you do not have to fight those battles alone. You do not have to prove your strength to me. My strength is already enough for both of us. Lean on me. When you feel like you have nothing left, come to me. When your thoughts feel heavy, bring them to me. When your heart feels uncertain, rest in me. You don't need to have the perfect words. You don't need to have everything figured out. Just come as you are. Because I am not measuring you by how strong you appear. I am holding you because you are mine. And I am proud of you, not for being perfect, but for continuing, even when it's hard. You may not see the full picture yet, but I do. I see where you are going. I see what you are becoming. And I see the strength being built inside you that will carry you into the next chapter of your life. So lift your head, my child. Not in pride, but in quiet confidence that you are not alone in this journey. I am walking with you, guiding you, strengthening you step by step. And no matter how tired you feel right now, you will rise again. Because I am your strength. My child, now I want you to rest in what I am about to tell you, because these are not temporary words. These are my promises, spoken over your life with certainty, with intention, and with love that does not change. What I have started in you I will finish. Even if you cannot yet see the outcome, even if the path feels unclear, I am not unfinished in my work. I do not begin something only to abandon it halfway. Every seed I have planted in your life, every desire I have placed in your heart, every step I have guided you to take, it all has purpose, and it is all leading somewhere greater than you can currently imagine. You may feel like you are in a waiting season, a place where things are quiet, where progress feels slow, where answers seem delayed. But my child, waiting with me is never wasted. In this space, I am aligning things you cannot yet see. I am preparing what is ahead of you while also preparing you for it. If I gave you everything too soon, you would not be ready to receive it fully. So trust my timing. I know it is not always easy. I know there are moments when you wish things would move faster, when you want clarity now, when you feel ready for change. But I see beyond this moment. I see the right time, the right place, the right alignment, and I am guiding you there with precision. Nothing about your life is sluchaikakien or estayuri. Every delay you have experienced has protected you. Every closed door has redirected you. Every moment of uncertainty has been shaping your faith, strengthening your trust, and deepening your dependence on me. And I promise you this, what is meant for you will not pass you by. You do not have to chase what I have already assigned to your life. You do not have to force what I have already planned. When the time is right, what I have prepared will come to you in a way that brings peace, not confusion, clarity, not chaos. So release the pressure you have been carrying. You are not behind. You are not late. You are not forgotten. You are exactly where you need to be for what I am about to do. And as you continue to walk with me, to listen, to trust, and to remain patient, you will begin to see things shift. Doors will open. Understanding will come. And what once felt distant will begin to unfold right before you. Hold on to me in this season, my child. Not just when things are clear, but especially when they are not. Because my promises are not dependent on your feelings. They are rooted in my faithfulness. And I am faithful always. To be at peace. What I have spoken over your life still stands. And I am bringing it to completion, step by step, in ways that will leave no doubt that it was my hand guiding you all along. My child, now is the moment where you respond. You have heard my voice. You have felt my presence. You have been reminded that I am near, that I am speaking, that I am guiding you. But this is not where it ends. This is where something begins, something deeper, something intentional, something that requires your heart to move toward me. So I ask you gently but clearly, will you trust me? Not just in words, not just in fleeting emotions, but in your actions, in your thoughts, in your daily choices. Because trust is not proven in comfort. It is revealed in surrender. Right now, I want you to pause. Take a breath. Let everything else fade for just a moment. And in this stillness, I want you to open your heart to me in a way you may not have done before. You don't need perfect language. You don't need long prayers. Just speak to me honestly. Tell me what has been weighing on you. Tell me what you are afraid of. Tell me where you feel uncertain. And then release it. Place it in my hands, not as something you will take back later, but as something you are choosing to trust me with fully. This is not weakness, my child. This is faith in its purest form. You have carried these burdens long enough. Now let me carry them for you. As you sit with me in this moment, I want you to listen, not with pressure, not trying to force anything, but with a quiet, open heart. My voice will not rush you. It will not overwhelm you. It will meet you gently, right where you are. Maybe it will come as peace settling over you. Maybe it will come as clarity in your thoughts. Maybe it will simply be a sense of calm that you cannot explain. That is me. And I want you to begin practicing this, not just now, but daily. Create moments where you step away from the noise, where you choose stillness, where you intentionally make space for me. Even if it's just a few minutes, those moments will begin to change you. You will start to recognize my voice more clearly. You will begin to feel less confused, less rushed, less overwhelmed. Because you are no longer walking alone. You are walking with me, consciously, intentionally. And when fear tries to return, when doubt tries to speak again, come back to this place. Come back to this connection. Remind yourself that you have already chosen to trust me. My child, I am not asking for perfection. I'm asking for your willingness. Willingness to listen. Willingness to trust. Willingness to come closer. And if you take that step toward me, even in the smallest way, I will meet you there every single time. So stay here for a moment longer. Breathe. Listen. And know that I am with you, guiding you into what comes next. My child, now rest with me for a moment. Let everything you have just heard settle gently into your heart. You do not need to rush away from this. You do not need to figure everything out all at once. Just be here in my presence, where peace is not something you chase, but something you receive. I have spoken to you because I love you. I have called you to listen because I care about every detail of your life. and I have drawn you close because I never intended for you to walk this journey alone. So remember this, my child, I am not distant. I am not silent. I am not unaware of what you are going through. I am near. I am speaking. I am guiding you, even when you cannot see the full path ahead. When life feels overwhelming again, and it will at times, come back to this truth. When your thoughts grow loud, return to my voice. When fear tries to rise, rest in my promises. You now know where to find me, not in the noise, but in the stillness. And I will be there every time. You are not leaving this moment empty. You are leaving with peace. You are leaving with clarity. You are leaving with the assurance that you are held, seen, and deeply loved by me. So walk forward, my child, not with pressure, but with trust. Not with fear, but with faith. Not with uncertainty, but with the quiet confidence that I am already ahead of you, making the way clear step by step. And as you go, carry this connection with you. Return to it daily. Strengthen it. Protect it. Because the more you listen, the more you will recognize my voice, and the more your life will align with the purpose I have prepared for you. Now before you go, if this moment touched your heart, do not keep it to yourself. Like this message, comment what you felt, and share it with 3 people who need to hear my voice today. Let them know I am calling them to. Stay connected, subscribe, and continue walking with me through these moments. Keep this space alive, because I will meet you here again. My child, as you carry this peace forward, I am placing an opportunity before you, not as a burden, but as a calling. What you have received here is not meant to stop with you. Just as I have poured into your heart, I desire to reach countless others who are still searching, still waiting, still longing to hear my voice. You are part of this mission. I have said, those who sow in tears shall reap in joy, and even now, I am inviting you to sow, not just from abundance, but from faith. Every seed you release becomes a river that carries my word into places your feet may never go, but my presence will. Say within your heart, Lord, I will be a vessel, and let that declaration become your action. Through super thanks, or through the PayPal link waiting for you in the description, and even through the QR code placed before your eyes, you are stepping into alignment with my work. This is not a transaction. This is obedience. This is participation in something eternal. Do not miss this moment. There are souls waiting to be reached, hearts waiting to be healed, lives waiting to be transformed, and your giving becomes part of that miracle. I see every seed. I bless every act. I multiply what you release with a generosity that only I can provide. As you give, I will open doors you did not expect. I will restore what you thought was lost. I will pour back into your life in ways that overflow beyond what you can imagine. So move now, my child. Give with faith. Give with purpose. Give as one who knows they are building something greater than themselves. And watch how I move in your life because of it.